Marty, I really do need you to come here. Marty's call time was like 10 hours ago and he's still not here. Where's your brother? Marty, come here. Yeah, there's the siblings. Marty. Okay, I guess Marty's not joining the show today. Hey, you're the star again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today I'm taking part in the Interac $100 challenge. My challenge is to make over my office space in my spare bedroom for under $100. So thank you so much to Interac for sponsoring this video. I'm so excited about this under $100 makeover challenge. It may actually be my most budget-friendly makeover to date. I say this all the time, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. Small changes and smart buys can really transform a space. So with a finite budget of $100, I'm going to attempt to make over this workspace and make it feel like a place that I want to work every day. Can I do it? Let's find out. So this is my spare bedroom. It's where our family comes to stay, and I love this room because it's pink, but I don't really use the desk space I have in the corner. It's kind of a dark corner. I haven't really decorated it. I have this beautiful desk from HomeSense that I'm in love with. I love this desk. What's wrong? Harriet, we can hear you purring. But it's not organized. It has one drawer. There's like stationery crammed in there, and this bowl and wire basket on my desk. I also have this wall calendar that's been sitting here for a couple of months, and I really want to mount it on the wall. I want it to look really pretty and feel like an inspiring place that I want to be every single day. So let's see how this all comes together. I really can't wait to get started. First things first, I need to deal with this blank wall of a situation above my desk. Normally, I'd fill a blank wall with art, but since this is where I'll be working, I want to create an inspo board. So it's off to the hardware store to find some cork that I can mount on the wall. It's my life, lost in hardware stores. That actually made me jump. So we were told that they don't have any cork at the hardware store, but they do. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Just a thin piece of cork that's gonna go on my wall. Cork. See ya. I love using Interac Flash for purchases under $100. It's quick and super easy. No putting in my PIN, I'm just in and out of the store so I can get decorating. So I totally could have filled this whole wall with cork. That actually probably would have looked amazing, but cork is really expensive, so I went with a smaller piece. I've decided to paint it a dark charcoal gray. I think that's gonna make my magazine clippings really stand out. And I've used a very small sample pot size of paint that cost just $6 at the hardware store. I'm just using a small paint roller, and I love the kind of imperfect finish it leaves. If you're feeling really crafty or working with a bit of a bigger budget, you could wrap your cork in fabric or even glue some wrapping paper on it just to give it a pop of pattern and color. If you decide to make your cork board look really cool with some fabric or paper, be sure to send me a photo on Instagram. I love seeing all the pictures you guys send. Now that the cork is dry, I'm hanging it up on the wall with these awesome command hooks. These are great for renters because they don't leave holes, they don't leave marks, and I'm gonna be able to move this cork board whenever I feel like it. So make sure when you're looking for cork that it's pretty thick. I went with a really thin piece of cork and it tears really easily. Marty literally ripped a hole in it. So I just glued it a little bit with a glue gun. Ideally, you wanna be working with something a little sturdier. If you don't wanna splurge on a thicker piece of cork, the stuff I've bought is totally fine. You just have to be a little more delicate with it. I gather a lot of my inspo from magazines. I have a ton of magazines. And so I'm just going through them, tearing out the things I've put little marks on and hanging them up above my desk. I love to just look up at an inspo board when I'm working. Sometimes it gives me ideas or just motivates me, and it's really nice to look at something super pretty. Next up, I'm gonna organize this drawer. I have a lot of stationery, but I can't ever see what I have because it's just kind of shoved in here. So I'm gonna use some dollar store organizers to make it really functional. Cheers. Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking for the drawers. I'm just gonna like load up the cart with 8 million of these. They're $1. Small ones. Perfect. I have been looking for one of these for so long. This one's $4 and it's mini. So cute. I'm gonna put this on my desk for sure. This is gonna be the most genius cord organizer. It's a hardware divider, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put cords in here instead because I don't do handiwork. That's it. I'm using a variety of sizes of these drawer organizers. Such a good buy, and I love how I can see everything I have when I open the drawer. This is what desk drawer dreams, wow, alliteration, are made from. When it comes to organizing everyday pens and pencils on top of desks, my rule of thumb is always the smaller amount of pens and pencils, the better. That way you aren't stuck rifling through a million pens that don't work until you find the one that does. I'm taking a moment to go through my pens and take out the ones that don't work. So I know that I'm not the only one who has cords just everywhere. And a really great way to organize them all is to use a tackle box. I got this one also from the dollar store. It cost me $4, and I'm just wrapping my cords with these butterfly clips. They're gold, they're super pretty. You can get cord wraps that are a little bit more pricier, but since I'm on a budget, I went with these really cute butterfly clips instead. What I love about this tackle box hack is that each cord has its own compartment. Now onto my fave part, buying really fun accessories to make this dark corner feel a little bit brighter. Light is gonna make such a huge difference on this desk, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna get like your traditional desk light. I don't wanna feel like I'm sitting in a cubicle because I'm not. I'm working from home, which is the best because I get to hang out with my cats all day. Love you guys. This light definitely took up a lot of my budget at $40, but I'm okay with that splurge because just look at it. Such a pretty, beautiful light that really makes this desk come to life. I wouldn't normally go for a style of light like this. It's made of concrete, but I really love how it ties the space together. I use a lot of pinks, I use a lot of pom-poms. My style looks really girly, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes I like to add in warmer woods, some metals, or some concrete material just to make it feel a little more balanced and not so delicate. Greenery and textiles are a really inexpensive way to cozyify, is that a word? Okay. Cozy up your workspace. My original plan was actually to buy a hanging planter that was gonna hang from the ceiling, but I did not have enough, wow, bird. Do you hear that? There is a bird outside the window. Stopped right when I said that. So my original plan was to actually buy a hanging planter, but I didn't have enough budget left. So literally last night, I had to get crafty and look around my house for what I already had. I found this amazing DIY hanging planter online. It didn't really go to plan when I tried to make it, so I had to do it over again, but I found a solution. And the greatest thing about this DIY is that you don't need any power tools. So you literally need some rope and some fun wooden beads, which thankfully I already had from a previous DIY. A terracotta pot, some soil, a succulent, and I learned after my first attempt at this DIY that you also need a glue gun. The video said to tie a knot at the end of the string, thread some beads through it, and then slide the string through the bottom of the terracotta pot. But this did not exactly work out the way I thought it was going to. The pot got lopsided and the succulent wouldn't stay put. So enter the glue gun. And let's try this again. I'm taking 3 pieces of string and tying a knot at the bottom. I'm adding the beads to these bottom strands at varying heights. Then I'm glue gunning the string onto the sides of the pot to keep them in place. The dirt will also press the strings up against the pot. Next, I'm adding my dirt and the succulent, and look, it works! I am so happy with how this planter turned out. I decided to hang it from the ceiling rather than put it on my desk to save space, and it just looks so cool. And guys, this literally cost me like $6 to make, so sometimes DIY is the way to go. And finally, I'm rating my living room couch and putting this velvet cushion on the chair, again, just to make it feel that much more cozy. I've said cozy like 800 times. Just to make it a little more comfy, and this sheepskin is gonna be a little rug that I can sink my feet into after a very long day at the office. Okay, final verdict, $99 on the nose. And what a difference. I wanna live in this office forever. It's amazing what even the tiniest changes can make to a small space like this. Thank you so much again to Interac for sponsoring this video. I really had a lot of fun doing this challenge. Let me know in the comments what your favorite office organizing hack is. I would love to know, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more makeovers like this one. And if you want to see more $100 challenges, click the iCard somewhere on this screen to see that playlist. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Sassy.